I'm Alessandra Melito, the technology reporter at Investment News. You're going to be hearing from Douglas Boneparth, a partner at Life and Wealth Planning, about millennials and investing.
Millennials, I believe, are a very technologically savvy generation. They like using tools at their fingertips to be able to look at this information, be able to check on their investments, and things of that nature. They're also a fee conscientious generation. So they want to know that what they're paying for is providing them some value, and if it's not providing them value, they'd question why is it that they're paying for that. So that could bring up a whole argument over passive investments versus active investments. For advisors who want to engage millennials, they need to understand that this is an investment. It's an investment of their time, their money, and their energy. If you're a mid to late career advisor, typically a baby boomer, you need to recognize that you're going to have to put maybe 5, 6, 7 years of investment into an advisor who can go get those millennial clients for you. It's going to be fairly difficult if you're going to do that yourself. And the reasons for that really have to do with being able to relate to millennials. If you're in your 50s or your 60s and you're trying to connect to someone in their 20s and 30s, it's going to be difficult to do that naturally. And millennials are going to sense you not being yourself, so you want to avoid doing that. So keeping millennials as clients can be as easy as engaging them on social media, making sure that you're hosting events that resonate well with them. So you're going to have to treat them a little differently than you would your, say, baby boomer clients or Gen Xers. Again, back to technology, there are things that you can do to reach out to them using various platforms, whether it's Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, etc. These are great ways that you can connect with millennial clients as well as retain them. So millennials are different from their parents' and grandparents' generation. It's not that they don't have challenges much like their parents and grandparents. Let's start that over. Millennials have a unique set of circumstances when it comes to their personal finances. They're typically a debt-laden generation, incurring student loan debt from the high cost of education. We're unfortunately uneducated and financially illiterate, and I hate using that word, but it's true. We have not been offered any sort of financial education along our way in our education. So we pair high cost of education with lack of financial education and a much different job environment than our parents and grandparents. There's no more factory jobs in the numbers that there were back then. So workplace participation, or rather workforce participation, is at a low. So these challenges are something that millennials have to face. And ways that they can overcome these challenges are by focusing on identification and prioritization of their financial goals, as well as then doing a deep dive into cash flow. Let's get the fundamentals down pat, and then we can work on things like tax planning, understanding investments, building cash reserves, and other areas of personal finance, whether it be estate planning or protection planning. But let's get the fundamentals down, and let's empower and educate ourselves around personal finance.